My name's Andy Slater. I'm a Technology Practice Director for Cloud here at Node4. And I just want to run you through some interesting hacks that you can do with our Node4 Azure Hybrid Cloud service. The first hack that I'm going to talk about is, did you know that you can create an Azure region in our data centers? So that means, for example, if you're currently running in UK South or UK West and you want to have a customer region, your own region, that can be created within our data centers. That really helps if you're trying to get alignment with developers. So you go through the same processes to deployment, and you can deploy obviously to a separate region. But also, if you think about UK South and UK West, you've got a business continuity element to that. So UK South, 3 availability zones, 3 data centers down to 1 in UK West. So this gives you an extra dimension to your business continuity plan, that you can have an extra region to point to. Number 2, if you've got end-of-life Microsoft software like SQL Server or Windows, you may be aware that you can get free security updates for end-of-life software if you move your workload to Azure. Now, that's not possible for everyone to move it to Azure, but the great thing is about our solution is that benefit extends to the data center hybrid element as well. So if you've got a VM that's end-of-life and it needs security updates and support, you drop it in our hybrid cloud service in the data center and you will get that benefit as well. Number 3, if you've invested a lot of time to get your Azure tenant and environment in a best practice place, you'll be aware of features like Azure Policy and Security Center. If you're not, basically with Azure Policy, you can deploy scopes around security controls and standards like ISO 27001, NHS official data, PCI DSS, and you deploy that, and then it automatically starts bringing information about how you're doing against your Azure estate into a full dashboard that's real time. The great thing with our hybrid solution is you can extend that to the VMs and workloads that are in the data center. So as a security or governance owner within your organization, you get that real-time view across your whole estate rather than having to use multiple tools. So that's a really great hack for our service. Number 4, there's a really great feature within the Azure Hybrid Cloud service that allows you to go into the Azure Management Portal and basically launch a VM, but you can point it at your own region that's in our data center. So if you imagine trying to get your IT infrastructure team to have a consistent delivery model, it's great because you can just do exactly the same thing as you're launching a VM, whether it's in Azure or on the data center services, which really aligns teams and skills and capability just to simplify the operating model. The last hack, which I think is really exciting, is something that Microsoft is developing every day and improving on. Now, within the HCI cluster that we provide, you can run something called Azure Kubernetes service, which is basically a container platform, which is great in itself, but Microsoft have actually containerized a lot of their PaaS services, such as Azure App Service, Functions, Azure SQL, which means that you can run those PaaS services locally in the data center, which is great because it really opens up the capability to use both sides of that hybrid element, so you're not just restricted to the Azure data centers. These are just 5 of many hacks and many benefits you can get from the service. If it sounds like something you want to have a closer look at, we can run demos or you can talk to the sales team today. Just give us a call.